Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are on lesson 175. We're still in the review of Course in Miracles workbook lessons. I hope you are hanging in there and doing your best to apply what we learn every morning. And the main premise of this week's review is God is but love, and therefore so am I give the miracles I have received. That is from lesson 159. And from lesson 160, I am at home, fear is the stranger here. I got my ego bamboozled me this morning. I've been kind of struggling a little bit with some past stuff that I am choosing to hold on to, and I cannot blame anybody but myself in not remaining present, knowing that God is with me, resolving all of the seeming perceiving problems, which there are no problems, but because my mind is dredging up the past, there's fear there. There was a lot of, there was fear there, and there's fear now. And I love that I'm reviewing this lesson today, even though I'm not on time. I'm so behind on these lessons, and it doesn't matter. I'm trying to get them out by day, but in real time. But it hasn't been working. And we're in summer vacation. I've been vacation. It hasn't been working, but it's okay. It's interesting that I am behind. So this lesson should have been posted I'm about 7 lessons behind. So maybe like 7 days ago, if we're working in real time on the 175th day of the calendar year out of 365 days. But for whatever reason, of many reasons why I'm behind, this review is absolutely hitting it for me today, which is day 182, the 181st day of the year. But it's interesting how it just comes at the perfect time. And my ego is basing this on, it has to be in real time. That's what you said you were going to do. And it's basing it on, and of course, time is also an illusion. But interesting how right now my fear thoughts are coming up. They're being ramped up, and they're just taking over. And I needed to hear this review right in this moment, days later. But it doesn't matter, because it's going to always hit the right spot in the right circumstance. The timing is going to be perfect. I am at home. Fear is the stranger here. If you find, and we just went through dealing with a full moon. I think we're in Mercury retrograde right now, if I'm not mistaken. So sometimes the nervous system and emotions flare up. They get a little bit activated. So if you find yourself catching this video late or whenever this video hits you and you are getting reactivated, re-triggered by stuff, maybe a situation that you've been dealing with, but like, for instance, I'm dealing with an ex-partner, and we're good friends. Well, we're friends. We've a very amicable co-parenting situation, but I get activated over kind of a constant issue. But I'm not always activated over it, even though this issue has not changed at all. But for the most part, I can peacefully coexist with this issue. But I get flare-ups. Like an allergic reaction or seasonal whatever. I get flared up. And it's not consistent. Right now, I'm dealing with an internal flare-up. I am not blaming anybody, not him, not anything, but my own choosing. And because I can blame myself or take full responsibility for this flare-up, it empowers me knowing that I can diffuse the flare-up on my own, by decision, by choice. That's a great thing. A lot of people, when the ego's in the driver's seat, they're like, no, I don't need to take accountability. It is their fault. But that is so disempowering, because you are relying on your own well-being on somebody else's action. And that's a prison sentence. That's like jail time. Who wants to live in that prison cell when we have this power? And to go even beyond that, when we're talking about Christ vision and making that separation from the ego back to the awareness, to the space, to the unified field, the quantum, the God space, the miracle magic of the Christ, and going back to your source each and every time, or just remembering that, that's empowering. So it really is so amazing to say, oh, I am activated, I'm flared up. I might even be acting like a petulant child a little bit in my communication with this individual. I am so fully aware. And then I say, oh, okay. Pull it back, do a lesson, do a meditation, or just give it a little bit of space, maybe some breath work, breathe, whatever. But really, it is about taking. I know everybody says take your power back, It's but it truly is knowing, wow, if I made the choice to flare up, I can make the choice to bring my ass back down to center and get back into what I call this area, not here, right here, in the space of awareness. And that is like the God space, the space between. It's the I don't know and I don't need to know space. And that's giving it over to Christ. Let him take it. Let God lead the way. Let our Father lead the way. So behind or not, it's a huge benefit, at least for me in my flare up. It's like an allergic reaction. Anyways, so thank you for joining me. This is lesson 175 review. Let us not forget, God is but love, and therefore so am I. I give the miracles I have received. I am at home. Fear is the stranger here. God is but love, and therefore so am I. Thank you, and I love you. God bless you. Till next lesson. Still in the review. Take care.